My wife ordered coffee for us from Uber Eats.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you're watching Rockin' and Rollin'. I'm Dan.
I'm Jenna.
And we're the Thompsons.
Oh, sorry, I did it too fast.
Hey, you're watching Rockin' and Rollin'. I'm Dan.
I'm Jenna.
And we're the Thompsons.
And we've got an RV to show you.
So, because of everything that's going on, we are quarantined back in our hometown. So, since we can't be out filming our adventures that we'd normally be doing right now, we decided we'd do that cheesy cliche RV home tour. So, we're going to show you the sort of ins and outs of our rig and how we make it work for full-time RV living for a family of 4 on the road.
And we have coffee, thanks to Uber.
Mm-hmm. So this here is our 2018 Coachmen Chaparral 373 MBRB. So it's actually a 3-bedroom, 2 full bathroom house on wheels. We definitely needed something like this for us to transition from our full-size 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. And I'm super glad that we got this model to begin with because it definitely offers a lot of privacy and it actually is a pretty sleek and lightweight design. So despite being 41 feet tip to tail, this thing is actually pretty lightweight. Also, total, including the ACs on top, this thing's only 12.5 feet tall. So I can actually pull into a lot of gas stations and stuff that those 14-foot fifth wheels can't fit in. Once we take a look inside, you'll notice that we are not lacking in ceiling height at all. It still feels plenty big and plenty spacious inside. So how about I show around the outside and you show around the inside?
All right, sounds good. Come on inside.
Which, real quick, can we just talk about this awesome screen?
Can we?
Out of everything, my favorite accessory that we've added to this thing is definitely this screen right here. Having this magnetic screen is a super game changer because you can walk in and out and it automatically closes behind you. It's completely hands-free. This is gonna go in every rig we ever have for the rest of our lives. Okay, good, now let's go inside.
All right, so when you first come in our rig, you see the kids' bedroom, but we're not gonna talk about that just yet. No. We are gonna go into the kitchen first. So let me show you that first.
Gosh dang, you look good.
Okay, so I want to show you some things in the kitchen that worked for us.
You know, it's really working for me right now, that ice machine.
I know.
That extra background noise. It's great.
Dan told me we could not fit this ice machine in here. And he's like, there's going to be no space for it. And I said, well, we're going to make space for it.
And I'm not going to admit that that was actually a really wise choice.
Okay, so the things in here that we love that came with the rig. The 2-door fridge. It's a 2-door, 2-way fridge.
Probably still about half the size of a residential fridge.
Yeah.
Right?
It's pretty narrow. I mean, I'll show you. It's kind of messy, but I'll show you. So it's narrow, but it does fit quite a bit of stuff. You know, and it's like 2 separate compartments. It works great, and we love it. Yeah. So.
And look at all this countertop space. You guys that live in RVs, you know that countertop space is a precious commodity.
Precious.
And look at all this beautiful countertop space. We even extended it here with our little IKEA shelf or Target shelf or wherever we got this.
We added this on, and I thought this was a great option because we were able to get a little bit more storage in it without taking up too much space. It fit in here really nice. We're able to fit pots and pans down below and use it for extra like prep space. The only thing that is a bummer about the island is that you can't fit 2 people in here at the same time. So, excuse me, can I open the fridge right here?
Okay, but let me flip the eggs first.
Okay, hold on. It's kind of chaotic. It works, and I'm so grateful for the counter space. So we made it work. In here, there was originally 2 of these roll-out drawers, but I couldn't fit my precious Ninja Foodie, and I had to fit it. So I had Dan take out the second drawer.
Sorry, our kids are interrupting. What do you need, bud?
Like my painting?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Let's look at this painting.
Ah, it's beautiful, bud.
What's it say?
Hip hop.
Hip hop? Are you a rapper?
No.
Awesome. Why don't you let it dry out there, bud?
Okay.
So it doesn't get on anything, okay?
Which, can we just talk about how great this magnetic screen is?
That is definitely one of my favorite things we've done. But back to this, the drawer that was down here, Dan converted it into this awesome pull-out trash that we can hide away. And it's so great.
You're welcome.
I love it.
That's how I show you my love.
And Dan gave me this for Valentine's Day.
That's true love right there.
Okay, let's just talk about this for a second, because the original, like any of the faucets were plastic and they creaked every time you turned it. It was like, not to mention it had a hot and cold on either side. So when you wanted to get like that perfect temperature, especially if you're boondocking and you know water's precious, I had to keep it on to keep that perfect warm temperature for dishes. And now I don't have to, because I just have this one and it's amazing. That is an awesome upgrade. Other things, we added a paper towel rack, which has been great. It's one of those that clicks, so if you're traveling, it doesn't unravel on you, which is good. Oh, we have to see the other painting.
All right, let's see the other painting. All right, pretty girl, come on in.
You see?
All right, what do we got there? What does it say? That's right. Yeah, voice inflection and everything.
So one thing that we loved about this rig when we got it and what we were looking for was a lot of storage space. We opted to add these universal shelves so that we could optimize the storage that we did have in here.
We effectively doubled the space that we get in our pantry and just about every storage space in this thing. You can double it up just by adding a little tiny shelf in like that.
Yeah. One thing I want to point out, because my mom made it, and I just have to throw her out there.
Throw her out the window?
Throw her under the bus. She made us a sign that Dan wanted. As for me and my house, we will serve tacos. Margaritas 24/7.
Margaritas! Who wants a margarita?
Thanks, Mom. Okay, when you're walking around inside your rig and the whole thing is shaking, it's very obvious that you're living in a trailer. But if you can stabilize it so that it's rock solid, it goes a long way into making you forget that you're in a trailer and feel more like a home. So here's a couple of things that I use to help stabilize our rig. Firstly, I have this kingpin stabilizer right here. It actually takes out about, I would say, 80 to 90% of the wobble that these trailers have. It's that effective. Not to mention it makes an excellent bike rack for you to chain your bikes to when you leave. So my other sort of secret is this little $15 or $20 scissor jack that you can get from Harbor Freight. And as you can see, I use it to just support the rear bumper right there. And between that and the kingpin stabilizer, it definitely takes out like 99% of the wobble in the trailer. So on to the living room. Look at that, how easy was that to step into our living room? Things that we love, fireplace. You have to have a fireplace, super awesome. Ambiance is still great, you don't have to run the heat, but this thing does heat so much in this space. So.
And we can tell you, we wintered in Oklahoma, which yes. I don't recommend.
No.
Down in freezing temperatures and stuff.
Or New Mexico at 4 degrees.
Yes, yeah. We've been in a lot of really cold places, and that heater has been a champion.
Yeah, it's been great, and it's homey, so it kind of makes it just feel really nice in here. I did add some things to make it more homey. We added this rug that seems to fit perfectly in the space. Just kind of warms it up a little bit, makes it feel a little bit more like home. We changed out our couch from the original.
Yeah, why'd we do that?
This originally was theater seating, where it just is basically 2 seats with a cup holder in the middle, while Dan was extremely sad to get rid of his cup holder in the middle. I wanted a couch where we all could gather together and cozy up on. And Dan has to admit, it's been cozy.
It's been 1,000 times better.
Comfortable.
Most importantly, the leather doesn't stick to my butt if I've been in it video editing for hours on end.
That's disgusting. Of course, we have some sweet decorations. I made this sign. And we also got some...
Gotta love that ice maker.
Dan hates this stuff, man. We got some of these pick foams made. I'm sure you guys have seen these around. These are pretty great, just to make it feel more like home.
How about our dining room?
Dining area. We left it like this. We love the...
I just backed into the wall. Why don't I go and try to...
Lots of space in here. We don't ever bump our heads or arms or elbows on anything. This space has been awesome. I don't like booths. This came with the dinette, and we love it. Fully customizable. You can actually take the other side down, make it smaller if it's just 2 people.
How many meals do we eat at this table? Every meal.
3 meals.
Every meal we eat right here on this
Every
table.
meal.
Lots of people that do this lifestyle, they like to eat outside. The outside is great, except there's bugs.
Yeah.
So we eat inside.
Yeah. This is the homeschool cabinet. This worked out really well. Fits everything that I need for homeschool, and it's out of sight. Okay.
Real quick, I'm going to give you a tour of my secret compartment.
Oh, Dan's secret compartment.
So, the previous owner of this rig had a maintenance cat to help keep the pests out, which was totally cool, except for she put a cat door in our rig. But down here, you can see my wife cleverly hid it with leftover material from our custom curtains. Right down here, we have a cat door that leads to the outdoor kitchen. But in between the kitchen and the outdoor kitchen, there's like some dead space. So I have to be that close to my face. But in between the dining room and the outdoor kitchen, there's a little nook where I like to keep tools that I want to be able to access both from inside or outside. So I've got my drill bits and a drill. Whoa. Pliers, duct tape. So all this stuff easily accessible without having to go outside, but I can also access these tools outside when I need them as well. I told my wife that I was going to add a nice looking door there to make it look nice.
How long have you been in this rig?
Well, we've had it for a year now, and we've been living in it for 10 months.
Still no door.
Because the curtain looks so good, that's why. So inside here is where all the solar accessories are stored. So we got our 6 AGM batteries, we got our solar boost and charge controllers, and our MagnaSign Magnum Energy inverter. And I wish I was smart enough to say that I installed all this, but actually we bought the rig with this stuff already pre-installed, and that turned out to be a really smart investment because we do carry a small little backup generator. And how many times have we used that, babe?
None.
We've never used the generator because we are never without power with our awesome solar. And I run power tools and stuff on a regular basis. As you guys know, my other channel, Guns and Guitars, one of the things that I do is I build guitars for YouTube, and I'm never without power. Even on a cloudy day, we still get plenty from our 6 200-watt solar panels.
So another reason that we chose this rig was because there is a lot of privacy. You can close this door, but you can close this door and make it into another bedroom if you wanted to, or just an office, or Dan can film back here, which he has before, or the kids can play back here and we can shut the door and have
It's a general use multi-purpose room.
Yeah, it originally had a couch that folds out into a bed, but what we found out is when we took the couch out, we had more space for the kids because they don't have as much space in their bedrooms, and you can still fit a full-size blow-up mattress in here if you happen to have a guest, which we thought we might and we never have. We mostly use all of the storage in here as the kids, except for 4 drawers for Dan's Dan's Guns and Guitars stuff.
Let's take a break and talk about Dan's Dan.
Dan's Dan.
So in here we have another awesome big screen TV that I was sure that I needed to have. We pretty much never use it. But what I do use from time to time are these awesome studio monitors. I make my living on a different YouTube channel called Guns and Guitars, which requires me to do a lot of recording and stuff. So this is kind of where it happens. Sometimes, honestly, a lot of times it's easier for me to just record it with some earbuds instead of using the big speakers, but it's good to have them. Down here, we've got our charge station for our laptops and our kids' tablets for travel days. This is my wife's awesome idea. She threaded this little power strip in here so that we can have that stuff charged and ready to go all the time, but out of sight, out of mind. I got our battery charging station here for our cameras, which are constantly running between our 2 channels. And then down here, I've got my beat up silver play button and some more camera equipment. So, humble brag, no home is complete without junk drawers. So, we got 2 awesome junk drawers right here.
Pretty organized junk drawers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
So since we got rid of the couch in here, we also have, I wanted to say that.
That was the rewind sound?
Yeah.
Okay. We're
Listen to you.
I know, we are rewound now.
Okay.
Officially, go.
All right, so since we did the couch out in here, we wanted some seating in case we did want to watch TV in here, or the kids want to watch TV in here, or we had guests and all we have is the couch. So we bought these awesome dish chairs, which we can just quickly set up and have in here, and they both fit in here really nicely, tear down pretty easy, and they're actually really comfortable. So they're big enough for adults, which not a lot of these dish chairs are.
And they break down really easy too.
Yeah, really easy. As far as organization here, we have all of the kids. This is everything that they were allowed to bring with them. 1 drawer is missing because they're playing with it right now, but this is everything they have. We just kind of change it out as grandmas and grandpas get them stuff for Christmas and whatnot.
Where do we get those handy drawers that fit perfectly?
Those are Amazon. So I can actually, if you would like, I can link the description. I can do it myself. Actually, Dan's gonna do it. We can put the description down in the box so you guys can.
We can put the description down in the description.
We can put the link. I don't do this. We can put the link to these down in the description box if you would like to see if they fit in your rig. There we go.
So a sweet little space-saving hack that my wife came up with. We absolutely love playing board games, and the problem is board game boxes take up so much space. So she came up with this awesome little hack where we have these little tiny drawers where you could just pull it out. It's like this one here is Candyland, so it's got all the stuff you need to play Candyland except for the actual board, which again, you just pull out right here. Play Candyland. Takes up way less space and it's super easy to find. It's very organized. I do want to say that our house looks this clean and organized all the time. No way did we spend all day trying to make it look nice for camera. This is the way it looks in our house.
Absolutely. You see our other
Bathrooms
bathroom?
are so
It's so fun to go in there. I can't go in there with you because
So this is our guest bathroom. Beautiful. Look at that. We did replace that faucet fixture because it was plasticky and crinky and terrible. And we do have a full shower. Well, that's overexposed. Full shower with a bathtub. I won't show the bathtub because it's dirty. Sorry. But one thing that's pretty cool, and I may not be able to get it with this camera, is our organizer here. We got the loofahs, the comb, all that stuff. Hangs from the curtain rod.
So one thing I want to mention about the bathrooms, both bathrooms, neither of them came with toilet paper holders or place to put like a hand towel. So we did find a few things on Amazon that worked awesome and they just stick on. You don't have to drill holes. They're easy to put on. Dan can put a link in the description box.
I'll put a description in the description box too.
Yeah.
And of course, privacy. That was really creepy.
Okay.
Love that ice machine.
So we have to walk really far this way to get to the kids' room. Come on over. I do want to mention just a few things that we did here that I really liked. We put this up just for keys and sunglasses in Dan's wallet and stuff. I do not use this. This is really Dan's station. Over here, we used this whiteboard. Usually we put our plans for where we're going on here and where we're going to be next.
Yeah, where are we going now?
We're stuck. Like everybody else. Maybe?
Oh, this calendar looks so sad. You can see how many loads of laundry we've done since we've been here.
Oh, yes, you can see our laundry loads that we have to count. We do have a little drop station here where we keep, these are magnetic, and we keep these O-light flashlights connected to this and an umbrella.
Obviously,
we are a shoeless community in here.
Yes, we do. Not allow shoes in the house, huh?
No, we don't. The original owner didn't either, and so we kept up on that.
No shoes have ever been worn in this house.
Sort of.
Except for when you just really have to grab something and it's really inconvenient to take them off.
And then I yell at Dan for doing it. We did choose to add a little bit of decor, if you will, on this area. We had this made by a good friend of ours. I'll actually have Dan link her information. She does some awesome metalwork art, and we had this custom made.
Kids are singing Everything is Awesome.
Everything is awesome! One other thing that we have here in the hallway before we go into the kids' room is where we've been, which is not very many places yet. We were supposed to go this way, but COVID sent us back here. Another drop station for Dan. Hats.
That's right. More pic foams to brighten up the place. See beautiful pictures of where we've been along the way. Oh yeah. Hey, look at that. Privacy.
More privacy. So in this great big space for the kids, which is actually on a slide, we did love that the bunks were full size and they were on top of each other this way, which allows for the kids to kind of have their own cubby space. They like it, and we actually switch it up monthly so that one's not always on top. They like to switch.
So Pretty Girl obviously is on top
Yep.
at the moment.
And then we have Buddy Man down here. We have, of course, what every RVer loves. These are, what are these called again? I can't remember. Betties.
It's very difficult to remember.
These are Betties. These are amazing. They're amazing. Every RVer should have them. They're great. They just zip right up and the kids can make them and they look amazing. I did do a few decoration things in here for the kids. I wanted to make it feel like their room's at home. We chose not to paint or do things like that, and it's just because it is a newer model, so we did what we could to make it feel like home. So we also got a couple of lifetime tables that fit perfectly in spaces just in case the kids need to be separated for homeschool purposes, which we do. Pretty Girl does her homeschool in here. Buddy Man does his homeschool out in the kitchen.
Or sometimes in the auxiliary room.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we set up a table in the multi-purpose room and do homeschool there. And then there are a few drawers in here underneath the bed. There is also storage under the bed. So when we got this rig, they had kept the original mattresses that were in here. Which,
they were a joke. They were a glorified blanket.
So we ended up having to get our mattresses custom made.
Which is really cheap.
It actually was not bad. I will say it was not a bad price to have a custom made mattress. And we got them, you can get them the thickness that you want. You can get the right sizes. They do weird shapes. Another thing we can put in the
dibbly-doo.
The dibbly-doo. But anyway, you can kind of see that they're a good quality foam mattress, really thick, and they fit perfect in here. Right behind this, we found a chest of drawers that fits perfectly in this space. 4 drawers each for the kids, and I'll just switch out summer and winter clothes, and that works out really well.
What is all this stuff you got here? What's all this stuff over here? Don't tell me you were hiding it for the video.
No.
Oh, lies. Lies. Look at these lies. A bag full of lies right there. Whose leather strap is that? What do you have in your hands there? Didn't we just see those in the other room?
Ah.
What are we doing with them?
Stop telling people.
Hey, I remember that plant.
Shut your face.
What is all this stuff?
It's mostly your crap.
Hey, I'm trying to run a YouTube channel here. So as for our sort of lifestyle outdoor living setup, we've got these amazing pod rocker camping chairs that are just so comfortable, and they fold up just as small as your typical camping chair and stow away super easy. These were worth every single penny. If you guys are a fan of chilling out by the fire, this thing is awesome because you don't have to carry any firewood with you. And I rigged it up with a quick connect so we can connect it directly into our RV's propane supply. So I don't have to carry extra tanks with us. I did the same thing for our Camp Chef grill, which I'll show you next. Now, this has to be the biggest lie in the industry. Okay, everyone told me that I had to get a Camp Chef for my outdoor stove and grilling thing. It's extremely difficult to clean. It doesn't pack up very tight. About the only good thing about it is that I could rig it up with a quick connect to use my RV's propane supply. Again, that's an awesome feature. But aside from that, I think there's probably better options out there. So if you guys know of better options than this, I am all ears. I would love something that's smaller and works better and is easier to clean.
So from the kids' bedroom, we're gonna walk up into the 3rd bedroom, the master bedroom. There is some cool features up here that we added. We have a place to hang jackets, like a mudroom, if you will. And we also saved this from our house. Stayed up so well, and we got to still measure the kids on their birthdays.
So this is our command center. Now this RV only came with these 2 things right here, but this is the remote control for the aftermarket inverter that was installed with the solar, and this is the remote for the charge controller, again installed with the solar. So kind of cool. We have all of our stuff right here. Also, this RV does have a 4 seasons weather package on it, so we also have tank warmers to prevent stuff from freezing.
This is our luxurious master bath. You can access this from the hallway, or you can access it from our bedroom. Come on, I'll show you. All right, that's it. Has a good shower. I did add this, which I thought was a pretty cool addition. There was no place to put stuff in the shower, so I found that on Amazon. We got a new toilet. That's exciting news.
That's right. Huge upgrade from the one that we had. I'm not going to say who broke the one that we had.
I'll say it.
Go ahead and throw me under the bus there. So we just got done going to the bathroom, and I went to go flush, and this whole freaking thing just broke right off. Well, that's dumb.
Oh, and this pretty thing, my mom made this for us, and I actually like it because I think it spruces up the bathroom a little bit since there's not too much fanciness going on. And this plant has always been here. This plant right here just fits right in that little cubby. It's perfect.
We've also mentioned that we actually don't wear shoes in our rig. We try to keep the inside as nice as possible. And so this is our solution for storing shoes, is we just have this tub that we've put a shoe organizer inside. or if the weather's good, we just pile the shoes on top of it. That way they're right by the door, and when we step out, we can slip them on real easy. We actually use the same containers for the kids' outdoor toys, okay? It's great for keeping this stuff really organized, and it stows away really easy because they're stackable, they lock into each other. We just stick them right inside the front door. It's kind of the last thing to pack up and the first thing to unpack. We also added on these awesome peel and stick 3M hooks for drying our towels and stuff after we go to the pool, or if we've washed the rig or the truck and we just want to hang them out to dry.
Follow me into the bedroom.
I like the sound of that.
All right, come on in. So this is the master bedroom. As you can see, it's just a bed. Originally, this was a queen size bed, and we love our king size mattress. Love it. It's a tuft and needle, and it's amazing, and we had to get it in here. Dan rigged this up so that we could fit it. There was originally a nightstand on the other side. We took that out and fit a king size bed, and Dan gets to cuddle up to the wall. This is all the space we have for our clothes. Shall I show them how nice and organized your drawers are though?
I know. Look at that. All of my clothes fit in 3 drawers.
I taught him some Marie Kondo methods.
That's right. Marie Kondo that crap.
So all of my clothes, well, some of Dan's clothes are in here. Shoes, all that.
I have clothes in there?
You do. You have dress
I don't
clothes
think
in
we could probably get rid of those. I don't think I even knew that they were there.
So I keep shoes, and these bins that I have down here are just extra drawers for socks and underwear and things like that.
There is space to walk here, just so you know. But no space to walk there. I have to jump into bed.
So I
just hit my head on our TV, which our TV is pretty cool. I guess we could talk about that.
Here, I'll show you. Wait, pull it out. Are you gonna turn it?
Bam!
And
TV
you're
in bed.
watching TV in bed. It's pretty awesome.
Hey,
Actually, we've been catching up on Star Wars and Marvel movies.
Yeah, because we finished Netflix.
Yeah. So since we did convert this to a king size bed, we lost out on would have been Dan's nightstand. And I do sort of have this, but when you're in bed and trying to reach for this is not exactly convenient. Anyway, so because we didn't have nightstands, we found these metal hanging, basically like a charging station. Put your charging stuff in here, and you can put your phone and your Apple Watch and your AirPods and your whatever things that you have.
Little slot for my iPad to charge, and I've got a spot for my water bottle that I made back there in the corner. So, got everything I need. I love this thing. I know it's ugly as sin, but I can watch YouTube videos in bed, which is the only time that I have time to watch YouTube videos. I was very deliberate when I converted this to a Cal-King to not lose any underbed storage. So I repurposed the lifters on it, so it lifts up and you get plenty of storage. Actually get more storage because it's a bigger bed. There's more storage underneath. So this little area that would have been a walkway is now additional storage. Instead of building it out of plywood, I built it out of these slats, which flex. Much more lightweight because that's not solid wood going all the way across. So basically with my design, you actually save weight, you increase storage, you increase the size of your bed, all at the expense of one little nightstand. So I thought that was a pretty fair trade.
So once again, Betty's for the win. So we chose to go with Betty's, and this has been awesome. Dan was skeptical.
Yeah, it took a little getting used to. It's basically like sleeping in a sleeping bag, but
Sweet, just zips.
so much easier to make the bed.
Just zips.
Yep.
That's it. Zip it up. And look at that.
Look at
Nice and
Bed made.
perfect.
So this particular model of RV actually comes with an outdoor kitchen, which I actually converted to be my outdoor workshop. And if you guys follow my Guns and Guitars channel, you've seen me build a lot of guitars out of this workshop. It's awesome. I actually have a video that you guys can check out of how I converted this from the outdoor kitchen into this workshop. But basically, there used to be a big 50-inch TV up here that we would never use because when we're outside, we want to enjoy the outdoors. We don't want to be watching TV that we could inside. And then this portable workbench, major game changer for building and stuff. And then when you're all done, fold it up and stow it away.
So you might notice that unlike other full-timers, we chose not to paint the walls of our RV, and we chose not to do very many heavy
Renovations.
And the reason for that for us was we weren't really sure if this was going to be the final rig for us. We just needed something that would be an awesome transition from a house to an RV. I couldn't have asked for a better situation.
And I mean, another reason why we didn't is our rig's kind of already beautiful to begin with. I mean, that's something I noticed in doing this RV tour is that this thing is nice. It's got a lot of really cool features, stuff that I really would have actually liked to have in our actual Sticks and Bricks home, right? And so I actually don't see myself, I think, ever going back to a traditional house ever again, because this thing, yeah, I know, it's the first time you've heard this. It took me a while to adapt to this lifestyle, but now that, you know, we've been in this rig for a while, and I just absolutely love it. I love the features and everything that it offers. Plus the fact that we can hitch it up and take it to a new place and have a new view out of our front window every week. The tight bonds that it's grown between our family and our relationships with God and stuff. And if you haven't seen our story, you definitely want to check out our story on how God called us to do this lifestyle. It's definitely been stretching for me personally. Yeah, I just don't see myself going back anymore. We've got everything that we need, you know?
I do know.
Yeah. So if you want to see some of the adventures that we've been on, check out this playlist up over here. And remember, until next time, life rocks.
When your home rolls.